Laurence Fox alleges he told GB News producers he was going to use the word shag before going on air and thought people would find it amusing. The 45-year-old actor-turned-activist issued a groveling apology on social media for the demeaning comments he made about journalist Ava Evans, leading to his suspension, including comments about her appearance and sex life. On the program, Fox mocked and publicly humiliated Evans and asked the offensive question, "Who'd want to shag that?" He also described Ms. Evans as a little woman and declared, "We don't need these sort of feminist for zero who he said are apathetic and embarrassing." Laurence issued a lengthy statement via video this evening on the platform X, formerly known as Twitter, following furious backlash after appearing on the Dan Wootton Tonight Show on Tuesday night. He said, "I went on the Dan Wootton show. I told them exactly what I was going to say and I think that people found it amusing. They knew what I was going to say and I think I did even mention to the producer the use of the word shag, which I don't think is the world's worst word. The point I should have made, was to say that men who are traditionally stoic men should probably avoid women who don't like them very much and women who dismiss male suicide. If I was going to be sensible and I could replay it, I would say that any self-respecting man in 2023 would be well advised to avoid a woman who possesses that worldview because she will probably cause him nothing but harm. But what I did say was, I wouldn't shag that, which is not right. It's demeaning to Ava, so I am sorry for demeaning her in that way. However angry I am with her still, I am sorry for doing that. And it demeans me because it's not representative of who I am and also am not saying any of this stuff. I know I'm going to get sacked tomorrow, I'm saying this stuff to clear my own conscience." His comment on the Dan Wootton Tonight Show addressed Ava Evans' speech on men's mental health and suicide when she appeared on BBC's Politics Live. In a previous statement on X, the actor wrote, "I could and should have dialed down the barroom banter, but I have lost male friends to suicide, and her dismissal of male mental health is very upsetting to anyone who has experienced such tragedy. We live. We learn." Laurence also addressed his close relationship with presenter Dan Wootton, who he claims threw him under the bus following his on-air rant. "I would like to say to GB News, I would like to add some context as to why I posted Dan's texts. Dan has been in a lot of hot water after an attack on him. I provided Dan with several weeks of daily moral support and encouragement and the full access to free legal services. I said to Dan if they had sacked him without any actual police investigation or involvement and on the back of some complaints which are unfounded and the presumption of innocence isn't maintained, then I told him I would walk out in solidarity with him. So when I read his response where he had thrown me under the bus, which has been a standard feature from GB News presenters, I decided that it was important to know that context of that. One shouldn't behave in that way. I don't do disloyalty and I don't do cowardice and I believe 100% in integrity, which is why I'm stumbling through this apology.